Hey guys, this is James.
And this is Denny from TDB bringing you guys episode 131.
Nice, good work.
Thank you.
So we are brewing a blast from the past, so to speak.
Yep.
The Golden Fleece from Verdant Tea. It's not a company that I have patronized in the past
It's been a while.
2.5 years.
It's been a long time.
And one of our viewers recommended this as a tea. I still had some left over, literally, so this is kind of an experiment to just see how our tastes have changed and also how black tea might change. It was in a little tiny tin, so I think that's probably pretty close to the ideal storage for something like this.
Right.
It still had a pretty good fragrance when I took it out.
Some leaf.
Very curious to brew this out.
Wow. It has been a long time since I have had a Yunnan Black.
Yep, and this is one of the original Yunnan Blacks that we had.
Yeah, this definitely smells like it. Cool. Alright. And, I'm just not drinking black tea, honestly. Last time I had some Alishan black tea that was kind of interesting, but I haven't been drinking black tea that much. So
Do you think that might change?
yeah, I think fall's coming around. The sort of autumnal flavors, I think black tea would complement pretty well. More of those sort of savory flavors.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we'll see. I'm not too, I'm enjoying riding the wave of learning about pu'er.
Mm-hmm. And pu'er can kind of be like a rabbit hole, so to speak. It's
Most
kind
definitely.
of like a tea genre that really grabs people in, and sometimes they come out, sometimes they don't.
Wow. Very intense aroma. Black teas and green teas and white teas are going to be short and sweet when it comes to the intensity of the brews and the number of brews.
Especially
Steepings, excuse me?
under these sorts of like low leaf, higher time parameters.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So let's give it a shot.
Cheers.
Cheers. I was actually expecting the aroma is so has that corn.
Yeah, and
I'm not tasting it as much.
I would guess that that's kind of how the tea would have been if we had consumed it when it was a little bit more fresh.
Yeah, it's definitely light. I think I brewed it a little bit light. It doesn't have any astringency. It just has too much of a light texture. So we'll give it some more length next time.
Do you think you need more leaf? Pull some more out.
Yeah, let's do it. This is a first on the show, I think. Let's give it a shot. I think so. And I did lose a little bit on the rinse.
Yeah.
And
I will give way to Denny as far as black tea expertise brewing goes, because I drink the stuff even less than he does, which is very little.
When we were starting the show, it was a lot. I remember one of my first big orders to Yunnan sourcing was just like the haphazard black tea of whatever.
Is that the last time you've ordered black tea?
Yes, I think so.
That was a lot of black tea.
Yeah, I got a lot of like wild purple varietals, a lot of really great stuff out of Yunnan sourcing for sure. Go ahead and actually just drink this.
Cool.
Let's see how we do.
How about another sniff?
Color,
Aroma's pretty much the same.
Yeah, color is gorgeous.
Yep.
It's this deep
Orange.
Oh, wonderful.
Looks very great clarity on it.
Cheers.
Cheers. A little bit fuller.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually really, nice little tartness. There's some fruit stuff going on in here that I'm having a hard time placing, but I'm liking it. I was expecting more corn sweetness. So some questions that we can go through. Can we taste the aging on it? I can't. Can you?
No, I think it's probably
flattened a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, I feel like some of those higher notes that I remember this having really smooth, silky texture. That's not as intense right now, at least during this session.
Right. There's some nice sweetness on the roof of my mouth.
It's kind of it's rounded it out a bit though. I'd be curious to try this tea again a few years down the line. Like a lot of these teas, like a lot of people talk about this sort of like awkward stage that teas will go to, like when you're aging oolongs or even aging pu'er. There's like it's not necessarily like more age equals better. You could go through like the teen years where it's just like the tea just treats you like shit, basically. So it's like
it just wants all your money.
Yeah, if years like 2 to 10, it just like is awful, and then it comes out of it, and maybe it's a mature human being, or maybe it's still a little shit.
Yeah, unbelievable. Can we swear on this show?
It's too late.
I think it's too late.
I'm pretty sure we have in the past, but yeah. So I mean, like, it's possible that like it could get flat and then it could pick back up a little bit later. Right now, I would say that I think I would lean towards preferring the fresh version of this tea. And look at that color. It's brewing up a orange red now.
Yep.
And so this is going to be, I think, the money steep if we're going to get one.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think part of that is just because the extra leaves that we tossed in were still hydrating, so we probably weren't getting as much as we could off of those.
It's got a really amazing, delicious smelling aroma. I think that the aroma is not showing up in the cup as much.
Yeah.
Which is too bad. But yeah, much more red, just deeper. I think James is totally right. We're gonna if this isn't good, I don't think we're gonna get much better, unfortunately. So,
yeah.
Let's give it a shot. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. It's better.
I think the texture has improved. I think it's getting a little bit more full.
Another question for you would be, do you remember this tea being astringent? It's been too long for me.
Yeah.
But I feel like it may have been astringent if we brewed it under similar parameters, and I think that may have smoothed out over time.
Yeah. I think that could definitely be right. It would be interesting to go and take a look at the first video of it. But overall, it just feels like it's not showing up as much as it's 70% of what it was.
It's all right, yeah. And how have your Yunnan sourcing blacks done over the past couple of years? Because you had some of those sitting around for quite some time too.
Some of them have aged really well, frankly.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, some of them have kind of similar to this. And this could
flattened.
be in the sense that it's just such a soft, delicate tea.
And it's kind of like a very aromatic experience, which I think is probably what you don't want to go for if you want to go for a tea that ages well.
Yeah, absolutely. The ones that I've had have been just really fermented and just they're not as soft. They're just naturally coming out of the gib and more harsh too. So, yeah, I think with a tea like this is kind of like what I would expect a white tea to end up like. It's wonderful, fresh. It's gonna kind of die off a little bit.
It's not bad, but a tea like this, the Golden Fleece, I think it lost a lot of its luster over time.
Yeah, interesting. But it's been fun. This is kind of an interesting experiment. Thank you for the suggestion, Jonathan?
Jim.
John. Jim John.
So you could call 2 of the J names and you'd probably be right. Yeah. But thank you guys for watching.
For more information about tea, James.
Yeah, you should come check us out at tdb.org. Hit that subscribe button below. Releasing videos a couple a week, 2 to 3 a week. Check us out on Periscope. Denny's been doing some stuff. Hopefully he's still doing some stuff. He's probably in Colombia right now. So hopefully he's still alive. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Cheers.